You have to get far away. I'm not saying cut them out of your life. I'm not saying block them, but get far away for a period of time of people that are always trying to maximize the budget, always trying to stay within their means, always praying to God for another dollar, another 50 cents, another. You got to stay far away from those people. I don't think. Stay away from people that are trying to stay within their means. It's easy. It's not hard to become a millionaire, but you have to get. See, we got to stop this. This is where we got to stop it.
What are you talking about? Am I confused? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Boy. We're back for another one. We've been sent a video that is supposed to cause a lot of controversy as far as you saving your money and why you shouldn't be saving your money. Apparently, that's what this lady's going to tell us. So, we're going to jump right into this. I need you guys to jump in the comments and let me know you guys' thoughts about what it is that she's going to be talking about. And we'll continue the conversation down there. So, with no further ado, let's get into this mayhem and this madness. When I say that. So some of y'all aren't going to like this. Some of y'all are not going to comprehend this. But to the ones that get it, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. There's two different types of people in this lifetime, okay? The first person, when there's something that is out of their budget, price range, whatever it may be, they're going to say that they can't afford it. The second person is going to state they're going to make more money. It's that simple. When you are being a luxurious woman, you're leveling up, you're trying to, look better, be better, all of the things. You have to get far away. I'm not saying cut them out of your life. I'm not saying block them, but get far away for a period of time of people that are always trying to maximize the budget, always trying to stay within their means, always praying to God for another dollar, another 50 cents, another. You got to stay far away from those people. I don't think. Stay away from people that are trying to stay within their means. It sounds to me like people need to stay far away from people that are trying to live above their means. That's the quickest way to go broke, is to spend money you don't have. By definition, living above your means you're spending money you don't have. That's the people that you need to stay far, far away from. But anyway, let's let her go on with this illogical statement and we'll get a little bit deeper, because whoever sent me this, you're right. This is illogical, but let's let her go on. Anything is too expensive for my lifestyle. I just have to learn how to make more money. Hold up, let's back that up. It is expensive for my lifestyle. I just have to learn how to. Always trying to stay within their means, always praying to God for another dollar, another 50 cents, another. You got to stay far away from those people. I don't think that anything is too expensive for my lifestyle. I just have to learn how to make more money. Well, ma'am, it's a lot of stuff that's too expensive for your lifestyle. So even you have to live within a certain amount of means, even if you're overspending. There are certain things you can't do. There's stuff that's too expensive for your lifestyle. You can't go buy a private jet right now, I'm sure. So a lot of stuff you can't do right now because you're limited by money. Now, you can have a mindset of, I can't afford it now, I'm going to work to be able to do it later. But living above your means now, that you definitely won't get to the next level doing it. But let's let her finish, and then I'll give my dialogue at the very end. But this is getting worse and worse by the moment. It is literally a mindset. And when you shift that way, more opportunities are aligned in your space. When people are honestly always penny pinching and they can't afford this, or, oh, I got to get it on sale, or I got to. No, you can't do this at this type of momentum. You can't do this at this type of lifestyle, at this type of tax bracket. You can't look towards the future to jump 3 tax brackets if you're consistently begging God for another dollar to stay in the one that you're at. It doesn't work that way. And I'm not saying that they're not good friends, they're not good people. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you want to elevate to levels, everybody can't come with you. And unfortunately, the people that are always trying to hold on to a dollar, trying to hold on to the energy of money, they're never going to receive abundance because they think that that's all that they're ever going to get is another 50 cents or another dollar. Holding on and saving money does not have anything to do with a person not thinking of abundance. That actually works in reverse. Those people that are actually saving and preparing for the future and not living above their means end up being able to do better in the future. But it's weird because I understand what I think she's trying to allude to, as far as not being complacent as far as where you are and striving to do
better, but that's a different message than what she's actually saying, where you need to live above your means and get rid of people that want to live within a budget. That's absolutely insanity. Because the biggest mistake that people make is they think that people who have a lot of money, that are multimillionaires, that they just spend frivolously. They don't care about deals. They don't care about sales. When in actuality, that is the polar opposite. People that have multi-millions of dollars, they're more concerned about the bottom line and the price than people who don't have, than the people that are quote unquote broke, because every dollar that they have earned matters to them and they're trying to account for it. And also, people that are in a certain tax bracket, as she's saying, they don't spend their money on things that don't generally appreciate or get them more money. She's speaking right now of all materialistic things that depreciate. Most people that have a lot of money, they're trying to invest in things that appreciate. But we're on the internet, so I guess we have to look at this as entertainment. So on the internet, everybody's rich, everybody's balling, and everybody's a multimillionaire, right? But when you get in your car and you ride around your local city, you just don't see that. You just don't see that. But anyway, let's let her finish.
Dollars would blow their mind. They don't even think that they're capable of that. So if that's, they're never going to receive abundance because they think that that's all that they're ever going to get is another 50 cents or another dollar. $1 million would blow their mind. They don't even think that they're capable of that. So if that's where you're trying to go, please get away from people that are always penny pinching, always saying things are out of their budget, always saying that, I got to save, I got to do. No, you got to go make more money. Making money is easy. Okay? Making money in this day and age with the resources that we have is easy. It's not hard to become a millionaire, but you have to get.
See, we got to stop this. This is where we got to stop it. We got to stop right there. It ain't easy to become a millionaire. I get tired of hearing people say it's so easy to become a millionaire. But if you look at the percentage of people that are millionaires amongst the percentage of people in the US and the world, the percentage is not that high. It ain't that easy. But again, we're on the internet, so it's everybody's a millionaire and everybody's rich, and it's so easy to become a millionaire on the internet, but that's not the reality. I just hate when people say this nonsensical thing as if it's so easy to become a millionaire. And I'll tell you this, it's also a difference between grossing $1 million and netting $1 million. And most people don't even gross $1 million, especially in 1 year. And those people that are multimillionaires, you can look at all of your athletes that live the way that she's talking about living, where they don't care about the price and they frivolously spend their money. They ain't millionaires long. They had it and then they lost it, and then they're telling you a story on how much money they blew doing absolutely nothing. And they got nothing to show for it. True millionaires have something to show for it. They have portfolios of investments that are actually making money. She's spewing nothing but nonsense. So I have to stop this here because there's a bunch of young, impressionable people that may come across her video and may come across mine. And you need some level of financial education here. Okay? Because it takes effort, it takes time, it takes a specialized skill set to make a lot of money, make millions of dollars in at all, period. Right? You have to know how to do something to be able to make $1 million, and you have to be very, very good at it. It ain't that easy because it ain't a lot of people doing it. And I don't know this lady from a can of paint, but let's let her finish, and then I'm going to give my closing remarks, and it's on you guys in the comments.
Creative. And a lot of people don't want to put in the work to become creative, to become the millionaire or jump that tax bracket. I want you to go out and network differently. I want you to go out and speak to those that are in the rooms that you want to be in. Go to different area codes where they have like multi-million-dollar mansions, and go to the open houses there. Not that you can necessarily buy the house right then and there, but you can see what is available to you, okay? Go to Bergdorf Goodman in New York City and see the $10,000 fur coat, or go to the car dealership and see the $100,000 car. At the end of the day, broaden your horizons, but you're going to have to stay far away while you're leveling up from those that only see themselves in a mediocre lifestyle.
She said a whole lot of nothing. I mean, yeah, you can go look at all that stuff and feel inspired, but she didn't tell you anything that you can actually do to make this quote unquote imaginary $1 million that's so easy to make. She didn't give you a skill set. She didn't give you an industry. She didn't give you anything that you could be working on to build an app, an idea. She didn't give you anything that you can do other than go look at some material things, most of which outside of the home are going to be depreciating liabilities. right? And so this is what I'm saying. She hasn't given you anything of any substance. So it's a backhanded way of a backhanded motivational speech as far as what I'm saying. And that's the problem that I see a lot with this internet, man. It's just mostly entertainment. And again, everybody's rich, everybody balling, and go look at the $10,000 purse. What good is a $10,000 purse, right? What good is that? It holds money the same. It holds the same stuff as the $10 purse. And they already showed you that the $10,000 purse is made out of the same stuff as the purses in Ross. So yet again, this is what I'm saying. Multimillionaires are not paying full price for anything. They're not. They're penny pinching, and they're haggling, and they're arguing, and they pride themselves on how much money they can save. That's the sign of a true person that has money and that has wealth. But the person that just wants to frivolously spend and say, I can afford it and I don't care about the price, those are generally the people that don't have money. And if they do, they will not have it long. But anyway, y'all saw what I saw. You heard what I heard. I need y'all to jump down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.